Good morning, students. Beta, I am Jagdish, your English teacher from Avidya Bharati Public School. Today, I shall introduce you to the lesson Landscape of the Soul. This lesson is written by Nathalie Trobroy. She is from Belgium. Belgium is a small country in Europe, and she is an art historian. In this lesson, she compares Eastern art to Western art. So, as Eastern art, she takes Chinese art, and as Western art, she takes her Belgian art. So, she also tells a few stories to distinguish between the both arts, and she also gives some specific distinguishing features which are described in this lesson. So, what are those features? Those features are the Western artist, he produces a landscape, he portrays when he draws a picture, a landscape. He does not give anything extra in this. What he draws is the illusionistic copy of the landscape. So he wants to show the landscape as it is. But Eastern art, the Eastern artist, he does not want to show the copy of nature. Secondly, what is the second difference? The second difference is that the Western artist, who is depicting the landscape from his own viewpoint, a specific angle. So he wants the reader, the aesthete or the art viewer, to look at the art from his viewpoint. So he wants to show the art, the piece of art, as he has conceived, from the angle which he has conceived. He wants the reader, the art viewer, to borrow his own eyes, the artist's eyes, and look at that piece of art through his eyes, through artist's eyes. But Eastern art is magnificent. It is special in this matter, in this regard. What the Eastern artist wishes, he does not want the viewer to borrow his eyes. He wants that the reader should be active participant. He must not be a passive viewer. He can mentally and physically enter from any viewpoint, enter from any angle, and he should participate. He can imagine his own viewpoints, imagine his own artistic points which the artist has portrayed. So these are the two differences. Another difference is that the Eastern artist, he has never perceived, Western artist, he has never perceived that art is something of the inner, something of the soul, something of heart or mind. He wants to exhibit, to portray the outer form of nature. But the artist, Eastern artist, he does not show the outer form. He wants to show the soul of nature, the soul of the landscape. He does not want to copy nature as it is. He wants to show how he imagines, how it is in actual, as it should be, how beautiful it is. So, outer form can be beautiful, but this cannot be compared to imagination. And the reality, the artist, Eastern artist says, is better than the outer beauty. It is best, it is even better than the imaginary beauty. So the artist, the Eastern artist, wants to show that beauty of soul, which even encompasses, trespasses the beauty of imagination. These were the major differences. This is the first part of this lesson. In the second part, Nathalie Troubroy talks about brute art or outsider art. Why is it called brute art or outsider art? Because the artists, they do not get formal training from art colleges or art universities. They are not formally trained like other artists. So they are outsiders for these artists, for the world of these artists. And the other thing, they do not use the generally used items like brushes, sketches, colors, oil colors, watercolors, and they do not take help of canvas. They do not take help of pens, pencils, or in making their artistic pieces. So that is why they are also their pieces of art also are called brute art. And the best, one of the best epitomes, samples of brute art is Nek Chand's Rock Garden of Chandigarh. Nek Chand, who is an Indian, he made it with the help of broken pieces of crockery, and he collected items from some building which is being demolished, or he collect some toys, or whatever he finds from wherever he could find. He collected those items and he composed them into pieces of art, and he placed them in Rock Garden. Rock Garden was a place which had been given up, which was not being used. So it was dumped, a heap of garbage. So this land was not being used, and he transformed it into a garden, which is called Rock Garden. So this is the second part, and this was the whole lesson by Nathalie Troubroy. So read this lesson with the help of PDF notes, audiovisual link, and write summary of it. Okay? Good luck.